What's up, everybody? It's Jesse and Justin. We're here to do Comic Conversation. What's the magic word? Thursday. That's right. It's Thursday again, folks. We got a big show tonight, and I know I say that every time, but this is the show where we get our namesake from, Comic Conversation, except we're not at Comic-Con, so we're calling this Not at Comic Conversation. That being said, we still have plenty of news to share. A lot of things dropped that have been rolling through in the past couple hours. Also, there's been some kind of news throughout the week, too, that we'll touch on. Some really cool stuff, some upcoming things from some of the publishers, and some things that I'm really excited for. So definitely want to be talking about these. Couple of them are just rumors, but you know what? They're still fun to talk about. You know what I mean? Speculation on the rumors. Yeah, so.
Or you get like teases of stuff. So, I mean, of course, you have to extrapolate what's going to happen in the future with that.
Exactly. Yeah. You take the rumor and then, cross-reference it with something else and then maybe compare it to like the source material to see. Yeah.
That's what we do. Like that's humans on a base level right there. Patterns. We look for patterns. It has to correlate with something else that we know already,
That's very true. Yeah. And say what you want about like flipping or speculators or whatever. I know that's kind of like a divisive subject sometimes, but I really like it because it gets me like digging in deeper with like characters I maybe never would have known that much about, or learning about a new title or things like that. I like to like kind of like do the research and the backstory and stuff and learn and stuff. It's
that dang key collector app. Man,
they keep getting
it. Just like flip through that and like, oh, first appearance of this character. I've never heard of that character. Now I have 30 books of that character. It's like crap.
Yeah, they get you. They
do.
Yeah. All right, cool. So we'll catch up on you in a moment. I want to give some shout outs to some folks in the chat. We got plenty of people already with us. Philly Superman has a nice observation here. He goes, "What's up, Comic Conversation about Comic-Con while not at Comic-Con?" Mind blown. That's right. Jason Smith is here. I also see Jeff Johnson. Scotty popped in. I know he's been busy, so thanks for taking some time to join us. Also see Legend Storm TV. What's up, man? TJ's here as well. TJ Watson. I see Stay Puff just rolled in as well. And I'll give you some shout outs throughout the show. Link is down in the description, so I'm not going to go through all that every single time. But if you want the streaming or the Amazon or anything like that, just check out that. Also, that's where we have all of the topics we're going to be talking about. So there you go. All right. So Justin, what have you been up to in the past week?
Not a whole lot. Kind of taking it easy.
Good.
There we go. It was one of those. Yeah, it was just kind of. But today I got back in the groove, man. I put out a haul video, so that was a lot of fun.
Nice.
It was it's a supersize because it's 2 weeks crammed together, so it was good stuff. And I alluded to the video that's coming out tomorrow. That I don't know. I'm pumped about. This video made me spend money, as in I had to go buy books about these characters, or one in particular that I didn't have anything of. You know what I'm saying? So
right, yeah, interesting.
And I'll say this. I started it off thinking one way, like as I like my idea for the video and everything else, and then coming out of it on the other end, different thought process. Crazy, man. Crazy.
Yeah. Now you piqued my interest. I want to see it.
All right.
You're publishing that tomorrow?
That's right.
Nice. Very cool. All right, good. So I had a kind of I don't know, it's been a while since I did a haul video. Man, it's like a month. But my new comic hauls are like 3, 4, 5 books at a time. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's like I can let them stack up and wait a month and then finally have 10 minutes of content to share. You know what I mean?
No, so I'm with you. Like that's my physical pull has cut down tremendously. Like you said, a
physical pull. Yeah.
Physically 6 books in a week. Man, that's a big week.
I know. Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah. But I did go to a convention last weekend, which was a lot of fun. Biggest one really in South Florida. It's called SuperCon. A lot of fun. Really spent a lot of time like with, cosplay part and the Artist Alley and the creators and stuff. I didn't buy a whole lot of books though, to be honest with you. I really I bought a couple prints. I don't know if you can see. I'm gonna move my camera up there. There's 2 new prints that I bought. That's Greg Horn and Arthur Sudam, yeah, which is the Supergirl cover from Crisis.
Oh, okay.
But it's zombified, so it's pretty cool.
That Spider-Gwen looks great.
Yeah, it's pretty striking. The way he does like the reflective stuff with the light. There's like rain coming down in front of her. I'll show it better on my when I do my haul video for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty cool. So I like that. But I got some really cool signatures. Like I got this is a Preacher trade. It's a second print, I think, of this. So it collects issues 1 through 7. And I got Glenn Fabry was there, who never comes to Florida. He was telling me about the first day he was there. He was perfectly fine. Next day he had a couple of drinks, walked into the convention, fell and broke his collarbone. So he was there with a cast on, still drawing and stuff. But I'm like, hey, do you have a second to do something for me? So he's got a really cool signature. He did it in there on the inside. I asked him to do it on the inside instead. So that was pretty cool. And then I got Paul Mounts. At the convention I went to earlier in the month, no, in the year, excuse me. There was supposed to be Chris Claremont there, and he canceled. I think he got sick. He had the flu or something. But that was a little bit north of me. So luckily, Jimmy Palmiotti and Sarah Connor. No, Amanda Connor, not Sarah Connor.
Right.
The Terminator. Amanda Connor live in Tampa, so they were able to drive over last minute. If I'd known that they were going to be there, I would have brought this. But Paul Mounts was there, so that was cool. And I told him the story that they were telling me about. They keep going to Garth Ennis, and they keep trying to do another part to this, but Garth just does not want to do it. This is such a great read. If you've never read this,
no, I haven't.
The Pro, I highly recommend it. If you like Garth Ennis stuff, you will love this. It's called The Pro. So I got Paul Mounts to sign it there. It's pretty cool. Coloring on that. I'm just gonna go through a couple more just because I like these. Keith Giffen was there, so I had him sign this. Lobo's back, which is pretty cool.
Lobo.
Yeah. And he's a really funny guy. He just kind of like just doesn't care about anything. But he's paid his dues, so he doesn't have to care about anything. But he was telling me about when he was there, there was a thing at the time when like artists would leave a book, and there's a really famous one with an airplane. They would write a 5H17 in the books.
Somewhere. That
was the code. And if you pull back from the panel like far away like this, it looks like it says shit. So that was like their like inside kind of like code thing for for that. I thought that was just a funny story.
Nice.
And then the last one I will share with you is one that I'm super excited to get. I got Arthur Sudam and stuff. So for him, it was I was like, hey, I brought a couple books. Do you mind if you sign them? And he's like, yeah, just buy. If you buy a print, I'll sign anything you got for free. So I bought a print, and I was able to get a couple of signatures from him. So that was cool. But the one that I was really stoked to get, and I got the part 2 as well. I just wanted to show this one. It's Thanos Quest #1. So Jim Starlin was there. I put up a picture on my Facebook. So guys, I didn't put a link, but look for the JLS Comics page on Facebook. I put up a lot of news and stuff, and some things that we're going to talk about are on there as well. So Jim Starlin, John Beatty was there as well, and then this Ron Lim was from a much earlier time. So nice. Triple signed. That's pretty cool. And I don't know who Tom Vincent is. Sorry, Tom. But I got 3 of the 4 people on the bottom there. So I thought that was cool. Anyways, I'm not rambling about that. That was a fun event. They do a couple other ones, but they decided to cancel the other 2 that they do down here to focus on like South Carolina or something. They're trying to like branch out to other states. Yeah, so
everybody in South Carolina, I'm just giving you a hard time.
Yeah, South Carolinians, damn you, stealing our cons.
So is that it until Dragon Con for you, or do you have more cons in between?
Nope, that's it for me till Dragon Con.
All right. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. Nothing till Dragon.
Yeah. Even if there was, I kind of gotta save up my pennies, man.
Right. Yeah, that's why like I cut out on like the one last weekend here. I just didn't even get to it because I'm like, nope, just gonna save Dragon Con. I'm already committed to that, doing that.
Yeah, exactly right. All right, cool. So that's our catch up. I think Edwin will be here in a little while. Chris is off. You know, I don't know what he's doing.
Family stuff.
Yeah, family thing. So cool.
So that's why I'm bagging and boarding some books, because I figured if Chris isn't here, somebody's got to bag and board some books.
There you go. Yeah, carrying that torch forward.
Got to keep it going.
Yeah. So, all right. So let's jump into the topics then. Oh, I see Woodard, J. Rodham, Stay Puff. I think I said hi to you already, and a couple other folks as well.
Scotty, Miss Hustle showed up.
Miss Hustle, woo, Miss Hustle. C. Woodard. I think I just said that. I'll say it again. All right,
everybody, what's up?
Yeah, hey. So, I lost my train of thought there. That train left the station a while ago.
Okay. This is episode 93. Everybody, we got 7 more till 100. What's gonna happen?
That's right, and we still don't know what we're doing.
Having a show.
Yeah, exactly. Comcast officially dropped out of the running. They ceded to Disney. They said, hey, you know what? You guys, it's cool. Happy for you. Go ahead and take Fox. Instead, they're going to focus on Sky. So
nobody likes Twitter.
That's right. Oh, actually, we do. We want that. So that's good, right? They're not going to pursue it anymore. Now it's pretty much up to Disney, Fox, and the government to make sure it goes through. So one step closer towards all of the part that we care about all coming together in the universe. So good news there. I don't know if you wanted to add anything to that.
No, I mean, it was just more of kind of like what we thought was going to happen. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, we were saying, like, I really don't think that Comcast was already stretching themselves pretty thin with that second offer of theirs. I really didn't think that they were going to add, like, you know, another 10 or 15 billion to what they'd already offered it. So yeah, it's official, but you know, we called it, right? So there's that. Next thing is came out early in the week. Duncan Jones, he's going to be doing Rogue Trooper, which came from 2000 AD, a really long running comic mag from the UK. So that's pretty cool. I don't know if you're familiar with that at all. But Duncan Jones did he did a movie called Moon. I don't know if you remember that. It was pretty neat. And he did Mute, which is a recent movie on Netflix.
Moon with Sam Rockwell.
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah, that was a great movie.
Yeah. So I can see his style, kind of like his flair, if you will. Ric Flair being applied to the Rogue Trooper. I think it would be pretty cool. So
that'd be cool. I mean, there's a lot of stuff out of that 2000 AD stuff, or even like the Marvel UK stuff from like late 80s, early 90s that would be really cool and would translate pretty well, you know.
Right, exactly. I still want a Dread 2. I really want a sequel to. I don't think we're ever gonna get one. But
we'll get another reboot at some point, but it won't be Dread 2.
Yeah, I think that was such a cool movie.
It really, I mean, and it was exactly what like a Dread. I mean, it was Dread doing like taking one call. This is one police call, one judge call
in one building.
That's it. That's all it was. That was just a day in his life. Normal crap.
Exactly. We are getting Mega City 1 though, a TV show. So
we're getting a Dread because Dread's in there, right? That's Dread.
A judge is in it. I don't know.
Oh, has it not been confirmed?
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about it in a while, to be honest with you.
Well, then give it to what's her name? Who was what was the
Anderson?
Yeah, give it to Anderson.
Yeah.
She was cool. By the end, she was like, "Yep, she's in."
She'd be reading minds and stuff, right?
Right.
What'd she say? He was like, "Where's your helmet? That's not regulation." And she's like, "I can't read minds with my helmet on. What do you prefer?" Yeah, so it'll be pretty cool. It's gonna be a ways out before we see really anything from that. That's just he wrote a script for it a few years back. So I don't know if he's gonna reuse that script or write something brand new. So a couple years at least before we see anything. So
yeah.
So okay, I'm moving kind of quick because I want to get into the con stuff that's happened, but I didn't want to miss some of these things. I thought they were pretty cool. Netflix did announce the first slate of the Mark Millar content that's going to be out. I know we got Magic Order Part 2 issue 2 just came out, so that was kind of like the first thing. But now we have some of the film property stuff that he's going to be doing. And there's an article up on comicbooked.com. So check that out if you want to see the whole thing. But there are Jupiter's Legacy, American Jesus, Hawk, Empress, and a brand new one called Sharky the Bounty Hunter. So, yeah, a lot of stuff. Sharky is brand new. That's going to be a comic like next year or something. But the others are adaptations of previous works for him. So
right.
Cool.
Empress already had an actress attached to it, but I don't know if they're keeping her. Like that was announced a while back. Yeah, and I mean the others like Jupiter's Legacy could be really cool. Like that book had a lot of layers to it. Yeah. So they could do a lot. Like there's a whole world they could build out right from that book. So
right. Yeah, some of these lend themselves. They were smart to break these up and do some of them as shows and then some as movies. Like that one, for example, lends itself really well to a serialized format.
Right. Yeah, way better than like a Jupiter's Legacy movie that was only like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Just wouldn't really do all those characters justice, I don't think.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And that has Stephen DeKnight. They were just talking about him in his big contract recently. This is one of his things. He was attached to Daredevil and Spartacus and some other stuff. So that's cool. Yeah. American Jesus sounds cool. It's about this kid. He's like 12 years old and he wakes up and he's like, holy shit, I'm Jesus Christ. That was really blasphemous of me. So I apologize, people.
You're done for now. It's over.
Yeah. Coming on. But yeah, so the kid, he wakes up and he's like, wow, I'm Jesus. And I was Jesus. He can like do powers and stuff. Yeah.
Dad, he just like goes around just like getting drunk.
Yeah. Wasted Jesus.
He doesn't care. He's like, hey.
So yeah, a lot of cool stuff from there. Grant Morrison, we were talking about this earlier today, you and I, and I think Jay as well.
Yep.
Grant Morrison is teaming up with Liam Sharp. I almost said Shark. I was thinking still of Sharky. Yeah, to do a new Green Lantern, right? So that's pretty cool. It's gonna be kind of different take instead of like the big like cosmic those big huge events, right? It's gonna be basically him like being a space cop, so it's more personalized and kind of like a smaller scale, but still spacey. So he told it was from IGN who first broke it, but he told them that it'll be more like a police procedural. It's that kind of the approach that he's taking with it. So
I could see that. I mean, that's kind of like the day-to-day Green Lantern stuff that we all joke about,
Yeah, right.
With the Green Lantern, you're like, oh, you're just a space cop. So now we're going to see that. We're going to see him like actually work his sector, and something we really haven't seen. Most of the time we see Hal out in space. It's like some big event that he's fighting or, something crazy is going on. So, I mean, this could be cool. This could be a cool change of pace. Morrison, what main superhero title has he tackled recently in an ongoing series?
I don't know. He did like Multiversity, I think was his.
Yeah, he just got to play with the toy box.
Yeah.
So
that was a while ago.
I'm interested to see where it's going to go. I've been enjoying both Green Lantern titles recently, so we'll see. I really liked the thing that I really most dug, I guess, about Green Lantern recently was the Green Lantern Earth 1 trade that came out. That was good. That was super good.
all those Earth ones are good. There was a Batman one that was really good. I think
Both
the
of them.
Wonder Woman. I think there was another one. Was it Wonder Woman?
There was. So there's been like
those are good.
There's been Superman, 2 Batman,
Mhm.
Teen Titans, Wonder Woman, and the one we just said.
And Green Lantern.
Yeah, the Green Lantern.
I haven't read the Titans one though, but
I haven't either. It looked cool.
Yeah. So Scotty says, good for Green Lantern. Hope it turns out good. Stay Puff says Grant Morrison is very hit or miss, mostly miss.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely can be. I know we've all read Morrison stuff that we were like, what is he talking about in this one? But we've also read Morrison stuff that we were like, wow, that was pretty crazy. That was awesome. You know?
Yeah. So. I think he's much better with the smaller stuff. So I think that maybe he knows that, and that's kind of why he's taking the approach that he is with his character.
Yeah.
So I think that this will be, but obviously I haven't read it, but it just seems like it's a good approach, kind of the way it's being announced. So
yeah,
definitely give it a chance. If you've liked any of the Grant Morrison stuff in the past, give this a chance, and you never know, you might like it.
All we are saying is give Grant a chance.
That's right. And then the other thing that we were talking about was what was it? Hal Jordan is ending, right? Venditti's run.
Yeah, I guess like both current Green Lantern titles are going to be ending.
Yeah.
So
issue 50 in August will be the last one for that. So they'll probably reboot it at some point, you know.
There's 48.
Yeah. So there 2 more left.
I guess so. Yeah, because okay, and that was the weird thing is like the most recent issue of Green Lanterns opened up with saying these, like, the first couple panels took place after the events of Hal Jordan number 50. So prelude to weirdness.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay, so there's a couple things leading into the con news that are tied to it. A couple Aquaman posters that were pretty cool. Some Shazam stuff, which I kind of want to save for tomorrow. 5:30 tomorrow, guys, is Super Talk. Every other weekly show, kind of the sister show to this, without the whole schedule of topics we talk about, except something high level like that. So I want to save Shazam for tomorrow because I actually was speaking to somebody that I'm really happy is going to join us tomorrow on the show. So we'll be able to talk about that. Somebody who's a big Shazam fan. So I'm saving that. Yeah. But yeah, some still footage, some leaks footage as well. Some other stuff. As Birds of Prey, the character list came out this week. I don't know if you saw that. Bunch of the, ladies are going to be on there. And they were talking about
with the exception of like one.
Yeah.
An important one to that team.
Yeah.
Who's there in every iteration of that team.
Except here. Yeah. And so they were talking about Suicide Squad 2, right? We know like who's the villain, right? So they were talking about obviously Dwayne. I call him Dwayne. I'm on a first name basis with him. Now, The Rock said that Black Adam won't be in it. They were talking about because the director is Gavin O'Connor. He was talking about like the Ravens, Atanas, and people like that. But he was like, no, they're too similar to like Enchantress. We want to kind of step away from that type of a villain. So they were talking about Amazo being the villain
for
Suicide Squad 2.
That would be good. I could see that. I mean, have it like Argus created Amazo or Dr. Ivo or,
It'd be cool because he can like, kind of like.
I think though it'll have to end with, instead of defeating him, they'll just have to like tell him to go off into space like Batman did in the animated series.
Yeah. Just send him.
Go do something else. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, they could make him like the Sentinels in that X-Men movie. Was it
Days of Future Past?
Yeah, when they were like imitating all the powers and they're like metal. They could do it like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Imitate the Suicide Squad powers.
Ooh. Well, yeah, I mean that's Amazo. Is he just
exactly
everybody's powers? So he's a smart robot taskmaster.
Exactly. Yeah. So I don't know. I think that's a good, it's a good pick. It's not one that it would have been,
I think it's
obvious, but when you think about it, it'll work. It could work.
I think it's better than Black Adam being the villain.
Yeah,
because
he's way overpowered for.
He would just kill them all. He would.
Yeah.
He would just kill them all. Like as soon as he saw them, he would just kill them. Didn't even matter.
Save him for Man of Steel 2 is what I would say.
Right.
That would be good. Okay, so talking about villains, the Batman Matt Reeves film, supposedly it's going to have the Penguin. We've talked about that, but not as the primary villain. Kind of the big bad of that. They're talking about Court of Owls. Could work again, getting down to like the underbelly of Gotham. The power elite with the underbelly, kind of like that approach to it.
As long as Scott Snyder is somehow consulting on that movie, I'd be good with it.
Yeah.
Because that story, those issues were so good.
They were. Yeah.
I mean, and you could really do this. I would be totally into it because it's more of like a back to basics type of Batman story versus an over the top, like colorful villain,
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'd be good with that.
Yeah. And then the other thing that came out this week is a release date for the Joker origin movie, the Joaquin Phoenix one. That's coming out October 4th, 2019. So that's kind of being fast tracked.
That is pretty quick. So.
Right? Yeah. You're going to get obviously Aquaman at the end of the year, then Shazam, and then nothing, but then we'll be at that movie.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of like the next movie after Shazam, it seems like.
Yeah.
That's pretty quick.
I wonder if Shazam kicks off their phase 2 or something.
Yeah.
I don't think they have phases. They have darts thrown at a wall.
Exactly right. A whole handful of spaghetti and just went,
oh, it's stuck up there. We'll try that next.
Wonder Woman. When does that come out? Wonder Woman 2.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I haven't. Yeah. I don't think I've seen a release date for it. Have I? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it's got to be close. They started filming a while back. So
yeah. They got some cool stills out.
Right. Yeah, because she's set in the 80s. Right. Yeah.
And the whole thing is like, how's Trevor back?
Is he back?
He died.
He's not.
Yeah.
Did she have the time stone?
Yeah, right.
Wrong universe.
Thanos unsnapped. Yeah, wrap your head around that.
Right.
Okay, so that was throughout the week, and that brings us to today, which was kind of like the first. So Wednesday is kind of like the preview night. Nothing really happens. People get to walk around and scope out the booths and some of the displays, take pictures of banners, But Thursday is kind of, they had the big, so.
Yeah. I'm making a bad joke, man.
No. Yeah, Thursday is the day when things start happening. It's still kind of a smaller day, but they do a lot of announcements, a lot of comic stuff. Same with tomorrow. Saturday is the big day when all the big movie stuff happens. That's where we're gonna get all the trailer stuff, the Aquaman teaser or trailer, and hopefully a Shazam thing. But again, we're gonna talk about that. Then that's another reason we wanted to save that for then is I think there'll be a Shazam trailer, right?
Shazam! I hope
Shazam, yeah.
I mean, they've given us teases. We got that one picture where he's drinking something.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know if it's really beer. I couldn't. Could just be Coke. I don't know.
Well, as a kid, he's like a Jack superhero, but he's still a kid, in his head. So kids like soda.
Yeah. Well, but see, that always messes with me about the Shazam character. Is when he's in Shazam form, he has total access to the wisdom of Solomon or whatever. So
right.
Always kick in and you just not do stupid stuff.
You would, yeah. I see what you're saying.
When he's a kid, yes, but when he's Shazam, I don't know. I guess it's who's in the driver's seat, and it's still the 12-year-old, not Solomon.
Yeah. Probably a fight in his head,
right.
The ego and the id fighting.
Maybe we can get some light shed on that from your guest tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Comics with Peeler says he was drinking Jolt Cola.
Maybe.
Perhaps. Yeah.
Or Surge.
Yeah. Code Red. There was a panel today with Jeff Johns, and they made a bunch of announcements. One of them was about Shazam. He's doing a Shazam title. We've known that in the past, but it's coming out in November. It'll be a monthly series. Finally getting something about Shazam in the comics, so that's pretty cool. I've been waiting for that since basically the start of Rebirth, so I'm happy about that. They announced Stargirl. We're going to talk about some of the... There's some more news for DC Universe and like the Titans thing. I'll get to that in a second. But one of the things at this panel that they announced was a Stargirl series. Also, they announced 3 Jokers, right? A lot of people have been wondering, what's that 3 Jokers thing? What's going on with that story? You know, what's going to happen? So that's coming out. It's going to be part of the Black Label imprint. It's going to be him, Jason Fabok teaming up on that. So it's pretty cool.
I was disappointed in that image release for the 3 Jokers, though.
Oh, the one, yeah.
Because they all look the same.
Yeah, they do. They're supposed to look...
I thought they were going to be like 3 distinct Jokers, like, you know, our ideas of the 3 Jokers. But no. Yeah. They just look like the same dude.
It's supposed to be like the 66 Joker, like the regular Joker, and then like the Leto Joker. Or like the Joker with like, I don't know, like... I don't know. No, yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you.
It just looked like maybe that's just one of the Joker covers, and then there's going to be another one. I don't know. But yeah, for that reason alone, I was like, huh, this isn't what I wanted.
Yeah. We'll see.
Oh yeah. I mean, trust me, I'm still going to pick it up. I still got to know. It's a Batman book. Come on.
Yeah. Speaking of Batman books, Dark Knight is teaming up with the Joker for the Deadly Duo, and it's going to be written by Mark Silvestri, or drawn by Mark Silvestri.
Ooh.
So, yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
We all knew that was coming since Metal.
Yeah. It's a cool cover.
Yeah. But no, Mark Silvestri coming out of nowhere and doing a full book, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then here's the 3 Jokers cover. Can you see me?
Man, this is nuts. Yeah.
3 Jokers. Yeah.
They're wearing slightly different clothes, I guess. Like different jackets or something. But
yeah. He's got a green shirt. He's got a white shirt. He has a cane. He doesn't. He has a crowbar.
So that's the one that killed Jason.
I guess. No wonder he's so mad. No, that's Dick. Dick's a dick.
Good night, man.
What did he say about Batman? What did he say?
Fuck Batman. Okay. Oh, okay. Wow.
Bitter
kill.
Yeah. Deadpool was right. It's so
not
dark in the DC universe.
Not my Robin.
Okay, so Jeff Johns also announced the Killing... Well, not announced, but gave us more information about the Killing Zone, which is his imprint, right? It's going to take... The story's going to be across several books that take place from the 1940s all the way to the 2040s, featuring DC characters who haven't been seen in years, maybe even decades. So that sounds pretty interesting.
That is.
Who could it be? Yeah.
Who could it be?
I don't know. We still haven't seen the Justice Society.
See, we haven't seen them. We also haven't. We haven't seen Legion of Superheroes either recently. Mm-hmm. And when we saw the first preview for Shazam, that image that came out, there were so many characters on that. I was looking at it and I'm like, is that Legion of Superheroes? Before I read it, I was like, there's so many. Not them. It's the whole Shazam family and their cousins and in-laws and everybody else.
That's right. So a lot of things there from Jeff Johns. The other thing is Scott Snyder. He said that he announced that he's making an announcement on Saturday. So No, Friday. Friday, excuse me. Friday is the big Justice League panel, so I'm looking forward to that. He's teasing up a new project upcoming. So,
do you think he's going to? Is it going to be on his YouTube channel?
It could be, yeah, like a live stream of it,
or on the DC channel, probably.
I would say DC, probably, yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, I just subscribed to his channel not long ago. It's pretty good stuff on there. Just him talking.
Yeah, there's a couple of them. Alex Ross has a channel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you follow him, but he's got like really good production quality on his. He talks about like his whole process and stuff. It's pretty neat.
Nice.
A couple of the other guys too. But yeah, he's pretty new to it. Jack Yo says, I bet it involves Batman. Like, surprise, right? Scotty said they should do Jack Nicholson, Heath Ledger, and Mark Hamill. Yeah.
Man, I'm just super pumped still about that news that broke like last week or whenever it was about the Max Batman crossover.
Yeah. As soon as I saw that, I had to pre-order it.
Dude, that's gonna be crazy.
I'm here for that. That's what I said.
I'm so pumped for that.
Put me down for that. Yeah. It's been so long since we had a Max story, like new content.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Bragg says don't sleep on that cable 159. 159. Well, I saw that car. That's the one where they're like space in the background and cables like this. Not quite like that, but
he's talking about the variant cover for it though, right? Not the regular cover.
Yeah, I think there's a new character in it.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Crap.
So many new characters coming out. Yeah.
What is Snyder's YouTube? Legend Storm asked. I'm pretty sure it's just like Scott Snyder. Isn't it?
Yeah.
You look it up, you'll find it. It's really easy to find. I think it actually popped up in like my suggestions or something at some point. That's how I originally saw it. But yeah, just look.
Yeah.
Cable with an Al Bundy pose. All right.
Yeah. His own techno-organic virus. Cable's dark secret is finally revealed. Dun dun dun. All right, it's pretty cool. Series finale. Low print run on those last issues usually.
Yeah.
So,
I'll go get it.
Yeah. I saw it at the shop.
The last couple issues of that book, the art has just taken like a nosedive. Like especially 158, the cover just looked horrible. It just didn't look good, man.
Yeah.
It started off so strong when they were like 150 to 154 5 looked so good,
I was relying on you, man, with your videos to keep me up to date on what's happening.
Man, the art went downhill, and I couldn't
just fall off. Yeah,
I couldn't properly make a video and tell you. Like, I have a real hard time like reviewing or talking about stuff that I'm not enjoying.
Right? Yeah,
because
I know what you mean. Yeah,
it's hard
I'd rather
to
just not talk about it.
Yeah, I don't want to do negative videos. So.
Yeah, only positivity here. Damn it.
That's right. I hate you. What?
Yeah. Speaking of hate, we know that Edwin hates Star Wars. Well, not really, but we like to joke about that. So I'm sure he
hates Star Wars.
he will be displeased to learn that Dave Filoni announced a new season for Clone Wars. That's pretty cool, I think. It started up, and then I think it was 2013, right around the time that Disney bought Lucasfilm. They were like in the middle of like making the next season and just done. So a lot of like undone plot lines and things like that people had questions about, things that weren't resolved. So they're finally doing this to at least wrap everything up. So I think that's pretty cool. Dave Filoni announced that today, I think it was.
Nice.
So yeah.
That makes a lot of people happy. I mean, a lot of people really love that show. So
it's one of the
at least bring it back for one more.
I think it's one of the better parts of like the modern era of Star Wars. Even though it ended, a few years ago, it's still some of the better content that we've gotten out of Lucasfilm in a while.
Right.
Disney.
As far as like, well, and like you said, it's a series, so you're able to expand and explore a story so much more than you can in a movie.
Right.
It's just kind of hard to one things. Now I don't know. Did they announce like where it's going to be released? Is it Cartoon Network? Is it going to be blah blah blah?
Probably the same channel it was on.
Yeah, that's cool.
So yeah.
I will watch it when it drops on Netflix.
Yeah. Should be up there. Because all the other episodes are up. They should be. They were at least.
Yeah.
At one point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cool. And then I guess Rebels is going to show up next week?
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think.
Maybe.
I'm just kidding. It's done.
That
That show ended. Yeah. So yeah. I know that you have Sunday morning comics on Sunday, right?
I do.
Yeah.
Every Sunday.
Yes. Did you find a Superman book that you like?
I mean, there's plenty that I do. Like, Gift for the Man Who Has Everything. That's like a classic. That's super good. Yeah, I mean, there are so many Superman stories that I like.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time picking just one right now.
There are. That one time where he went into space and did that thing with those people, and
yeah,
that was awesome.
There was a Bottle City or something.
Yeah, man, I don't even know.
Yeah.
That time he was a king. Wait, when was he king? I don't know. I have a really cool Superman book though, where it's like Superman at the end of time, and he's got like white hair and a big like Santa Claus.
Oh yeah.
That one's cool.
At World's End, is it called that?
Yeah. So that one's pretty sweet too. And
yeah. That's the one where he's got the big beard.
Right.
Yeah.
So it was like, there you go. That makes sense.
Big old beard, man. Yeah. It's the cool.
Yeah. I wanna actually go back. We were talking about Legion of Superheroes. I want to go back and read some of the Legion of Superheroes and Superboy stories. Like, pick up a trade of that or something.
Yeah.
Or if, DC ever, gave us like a DC Unlimited, we could do that.
That'd be cool. Or like the, what was it called? The League of Regrettable Superheroes?
Oh, no. Yeah, the League of Substitute Superheroes?
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Dude, I've got that issue. It's nuts. Arms Fall Off Boy.
Yeah.
Dumbest superhero ever.
That's so crazy.
That Statue Man, he just turns into a statue. That's all he does.
Nobody stop, he's just standing there. Yeah.
Or maybe is it Statue Man or like Petrified Boy or something like that? I don't know.
Yeah, that's completely useless power.
Yeah. I think at one point like somebody picks up one of the arms and just starts beating one of the villains with the guy's arm. I don't know. It's weird. It's really weird. But by the end of it, Superman, I think, still doesn't like them.
Yeah, they didn't last long.
No. That was like a sad attempt at like West Coast Avengers or Great Lakes Avengers.
Yeah. I have this book over here actually. Let me pull it down. It's I got this from I think from Loot Crate. Yeah, Loot Crate edition. The League of Regrettable Superheroes. So this goes through all of the really crappy superheroes. Just really funny ones. And a bunch of those are in it. B-Man, Mr. Muscles, Fat Man is one. We got a bunch in here. Is Philly Superman still here? Because I got one in this book. This would be good for Tevya. We all know Tevya. One of the people, Thunder Bunny's in here, Skate Man. In here is the Super Sons. We all know he likes the Super Sons.
Oh no.
Can't find it. Anyways, funny book. Recommend it. League of Regrettable Superheroes.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot one thing I wanted to mention
Jay
to
is
you.
here. Jay's still here.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, yeah. She's giving Justin the eye. So there's a Sony panel that's going to be taking place tomorrow. They're going to be talking about some of the stuff, some of the things like Spider-Man, Into the Spider-Verse, and Far From Home, and Venom, and stuff like that. So this guy named Michael Mando, he played Matt Gargan, right? He was talking about like, oh, this stuff's going to happen. I wonder if people are going to be there. Wonder what's going to happen and this and that. That's just a funny way to say it. So they're kind of teasing about maybe he's going to be back for Far From Home, right? They're also teasing Keaton. So if that's true, then you got Michael Keaton coming back as Vulture, Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio, and this guy as Scorpion. So to me, and I'm not the only one, that sounds like they're putting together a Sinister Six.
Yep.
I don't know. So that should be interesting.
Really does.
We know that was their intention in the past, right?
Right.
But freaking what was the guy's name? Andrew Garfield. They were doing like a presser down in South America, and Andrew Garfield was supposed to be there and like come out and like do a whole presentation. And I guess he was so beat from the trip that he basically just overslept and showed up at this thing like an hour or two late. And all the execs were like so pissed off at him that was one of the reasons they decided not to go with him again as Spider-Man.
Wow.
So, yeah. But, that whole time, they're trying to get way ahead of themselves that they are now.
I mean, I hope they don't do what has been done with past Spider-Man movies where they just jam too much in the movie.
Yeah.
So I think that's where they get in trouble is they're like, no, but Spider-Man's got all these villains that are so awesome and everybody wants to see them. So we're going to put 15 in this movie.
Exactly. Let's use them all because we don't know if we're going to be able to do this again.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's fun. I mean, you could be like Rhino where he like was realistically there for a scene, Yeah. So, I mean, it's stuff like that. But no, I think that's a perfect direction for it to see a Sinister Six. And if they're really, really thinking about doing the Silk movie, like they were talking about recently, that way maybe he'd have an ally versus the Sinister Six once it gets to that point. So that could be cool.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
Speculate.
So we'll find out more tomorrow, hopefully, at that panel. Also, it's Morbius. He said that movie, Night Watch, is something that they were talking about for a while. So who knows about that? And then maybe something more on Into the Spider-Verse. They keep telling us about more characters that are going to be in that movie. Like we're talking about Spider-Man Noir a while back with Nick Cage.
Yeah.
Spider-Gwen. All these people are going to be in it. So
everybody. I mean, it's full-blown Spider-Verse. So we know what we got in that book. So yeah, I mean, don't be surprised that we see way more than what they're even telling us at this point.
Yeah. Exactly.
If we get the Spider-Man with the Fantastic Four uniform and the bag on his head, that's what I want.
That's right. Scotty just reminded me, and I forgot that. They was talking about a guy for Chameleon. That's from the other show. Help me out. Do you know what I'm talking about? Oh shoot.
No.
And he looks just like Kraven the Hunter too. Newman Akar. So they cast him. He looks like both actually. This dude here, hang on. I want to share this. And tell me he does not look like Kraven. Boom. That's Kraven, isn't it? If you ask me.
Yeah. He could easily be Kraven.
He could be Kraven or yeah, definitely. How do I close this?
I don't know.
Amateur hour over here. He could be Kraven or Chameleon.
So that would put it at 4 villains?
Yeah.
Oh, poor Spider-Man.
Kraven or Chameleon, Mysterio, the Vulture, and Scorpion.
It's a good thing he's got a healing factor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always thought the Scorpion was like a cool concept. The Scorpion and the Tarantula. Like, I always wanted them to be like bigger Spider-Man villains, but they're not.
Yeah.
They're like kind of like C-listish B, you know? So, yeah. No. Good stuff coming out. Hopefully we'll get to see more of those in like that Superior Octopus story. That book that's coming out. Maybe we'll get some like throwback to the Superior foes.
Yeah, that looks interesting, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean,
this guy.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
There we go. Yeah.
This guy was also cast. He's a comedian. He's been in a bunch of things. Do you know him? JB Smoove.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he's cast, and obviously it looks like they're speculating it'll be J. Jonah Jameson.
Nice.
So that would be funny if that's true. That would be a good fit. That was one thing we didn't get was like him working at the Bugle, right?
Yeah. If they're gonna go like that route with it, they could use like Terry Crews.
Terry Crews.
That would just be like a way over the top J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah. I always picture him from White Chicks. It's so weird. It's funny. Okay, so we said Nick Spencer said this on Marvel Live. It's not a fake out. They're really back together. It is real that they are back together. True love wins. Who? Iron Man and Chameleon. No, I'm not following what they're saying.
What?
They're having their own conversation. I don't know what's going on. Help. No.
I'm talking about Peter and Mary Jane.
Oh, okay.
It's Amazing #1 or 802.
Oh, from the first issue there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. A lot of people are like, "Oh, come on, don't be trolling us.
Right.
Let that be real.
Don't tease us."
Yeah. So that's cool.
Because
there TJ says Jeffrey Dean Morgan would be a great Kraven.
Yeah.
I could see that. Yeah. I think this guy, at least looks wise, I don't know much about his body of work. I think they nailed it with the look.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Chameleon and Kraven are related.
I always thought like Benicio del Toro would be a good Kraven.
Yeah, I could see that.
Just being, especially once he goes crazy and starts like drinking spider venom and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Eating spiders.
Yeah.
Crazy Kraven.
Crazy Kraven, yeah. Yeah, they're half brothers, is what I believe. I think, yeah. Okay, so he says Hasbro will be releasing a Netflix Defenders box set with all 4 Defenders and Colleen Wing. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Oh, I was watching the they did like a kind of like a quick little panel thing with the for Iron Fist 2. So all the people were up there. Jessica Henwick, Simone was there, Finn was there, right? Everybody was there. And at the end, they were talking with one of the ladies, and then I think the producer or the director was there, and they're like, "Oh, because they're doing a bigger panel tomorrow where they're going to be releasing some stuff." And she looks over and she goes, "I can't really say much, but this guy has been a real," and she goes like this, he's been a real taskmaster. Like, hello, pick up on that word. So a lot of people are like, and as soon as I heard it, I'm like, Taskmaster? Really? So I would love to see Taskmaster in something, but I think he would be better for Daredevil than Iron Fist. And it probably wasn't anything, but it seemed like they were teasing Taskmaster. Probably reading into it, but I
don't know. I would rather him show up in like a movie.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Like he's a character. He first appeared in an Avengers book. Like he needs to be in an Avengers book and movie. Yes,
I agree 100%.
Or Deadpool. I would take him in Deadpool movie.
Yeah, I could see that. He fought in the animated show, Spider-Man show.
Yeah, that's exactly where I'm getting it.
Okay, good. Yeah. Yeah, they made a comic out of that. What's up, Edwin?
Chilling. What's up, fellas?
How you doing?
I'm good, man.
Having some pressings.
Yeah, I had to go bring a customer his books because he was crying and wanted his stuff done in a day or whatever. So told him it don't work like that.
You're right.
But he got him, so he should be happy.
There's a queue. Looks like you added to your wall.
I gotta add a 0 to what I'm charging you if you want them tomorrow.
Right? Yeah, I got stuff up there, but I'm probably gonna take them down because I don't usually have the. I feel like Spider-Man. What's his name? Mike Spider Slayer. He used to do it like this.
Oh yeah.
He used to just have a whole bunch of background. His head be way down. I don't know if he still does it now, but he used to.
Yeah.
Oh, let me tell you a joke real quick. Okay, so my shop, I was telling him, I was like, yo, you need to get your Youngbloods #2 and just take them all out and just, upcharge them a little bit because of the whole profit thing. And I was telling him, I said, yeah, he's not really worried about it. It's like, those are dollar books, whatever. I was like, all right. I said, but if I were you, I'd take them all out and maximize your profits. No pun intended. He didn't get it at first, but it's like first appearance of profit. So that was actually kind of funny to me. Maybe not.
Good job, man. Good job.
Maximize your profits.
Your wit just it defeated them. So good job.
Yeah. So yeah, have you been keeping up with any of the SDCC news or anything that was like jumped out at you?
San Diego?
Yeah.
Somebody put on Facebook they already got die toys out. San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. I was like, what?
Yeah. There's 2 action figures and a silver foil cover that they
it was like a bunch of guns in the middle of the 2.
Did they look as bad as the art?
Well, it's the same as the when they did the Saga toys.
Yeah.
So they look better than the book.
There's 2 versions. There's the regular and then there's like a bloody action figure.
That book was trash. I mean, did y'all like that book? I thought it was trash.
I didn't read it.
It wasn't worth the money. To me. Like I said, the art was not up to the hype.
Yeah, I had fun with it. I'll be honest. I had fun with it.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm glad somebody liked it.
Don't judge me.
I'm not. No. I'm happy. Like that's what I haven't heard anybody like gush about it or anything. So
yeah,
I was waiting on that.
Mr. Unknown said he did the same thing. Yeah. What's up, Scotty? Jason Smith, Stay Puff, 1983, Stephen Oates, Nerd Vision. Y'all got a bunch of people up in here today.
Yeah.
Full
house. People showed up. Yeah. Mr. Unknown said, I picked up the Youngblood yesterday for 50 cents. Told the guy at the shop the same thing. He laughed at me. That's funny. 50 cents. And then Scotty says, man, SD Comic-Con has come such a long way since the 90s. Yeah, it's come a long way, but I don't know if it's come a long way for the better. And I'm saying that looking at it from a comic collector lens. It's really gotten to the, pop culture and, things like that. And it's really, and I haven't been there, so I'm speaking kind of from third perspective or whatever, but it's really gotten away from comics. A lot of the vendors have left. It's gotten too expensive. Like Mile High left, I think last year or the year before was their last year, and a bunch of these big vendors. And it's not so much about, even though this is Comic Con, it's not so much about the comics anymore. It's more about the movies and the celebrities, and it's a big old town a few hours away called Hollywood.
Do you guys hope to attend one day? San Diego?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I know. I just kind of like trashed on it, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for the experience of going, yeah.
Yeah, at least once, just to say, you know what I mean? Yeah.
But it's not like really high on the priorities list. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I want to do New York. Yeah, that's definitely up there. Yeah. Crimson Ghost Comics, what's up? He says SDCC has become less and less about comics over the years. Very true.
Yeah, I mean, if you're getting your main comic news released on Thursday and there's like the big days are still to come, yeah, it's not really about the comic part about it anymore. It's more, like you said, it's just a pop culture con more so.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, a lot of cons are like that. Dragon Con's like that too.
Yeah.
Like, it's more focused on like the pop culture side of it and cosplay.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's the big draw, big money stuff. Is bringing the celebrities in, and people who aren't into comics necessarily are going to be into some of these people that they bring in. So it's their way to reach outside of our little circle.
Right.
If you're there for the comics, we've talked about this plenty of times. The smaller shows are where you want to go. The trade shows or flea markets and swap meets. Those little local conventions that are free or $5. Those are going to be like your straight up, the bins and the dealers. If you want comics, that's the way to go. Not these big ones.
Yep. I told you guys, North Texas Comic Book Show has been pretty good over the past 2 or 3 years, and as far as just pure comics, it's pretty big. But my concern is the bigger you get, the more greedy you get, the more money you want to make, and therefore you start getting ideas of, let's get Luke Cage up in there, Daredevil or whatever, celebrities.
Yeah, and that's the same thing. Like that's what I mean. As it gets more popular, like you're saying, it drives up the cost of, booths, renting tables, things like that. So it naturally progresses into things which bring in more money and get away from the core audience that's coming in. So, I mean, you got pluses and minuses for it. I think, oh man, it's tough to say, but you would wish that they would try to focus more on what got them there. Or at least give a break to those people. Like, if you're just here to sell comics, you get your table half price or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because as the price goes up, like you got fewer and fewer comic vendors at these shows. They know they're the only ones there. They've paid way more than whatever else to get there. So now they're jacking up the price. Their dollar bin books is now it's a $5 bin, instead of a dollar bin. Things like that.
They're paying to cover the cost for the celebrities who are bringing in the people, and those people they're bringing in are not buying stuff. You know what I mean? They're not the ones going to the tables and picking up the Funkos and all the merch and the comics. They're going over to the celebrity areas for the photo ops and the, Q&As. So it kind of sucks if you're a vendor, kind of like you're hit with less people and then the higher prices and less traffic,
And not only that, but they'll almost completely separate you from all that, like a whole nother section. You could be way at the other end of the con from all the celebrities and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, Dragon Con, like that'll be in a separate building. The vendors are all like in a building over here, and the panels are all in hotels over here.
Really interesting. Yeah. How big is the venue itself, or the main venue, I guess? Because it sounds like it's split up amongst like a whole.
The dealer thing is like 2 floors of this building called the America's Mart, which is just a huge like expo center type place thing.
Okay.
So I mean, there's plenty of space.
Yeah, that's
except walking around because there's so many people.
Yeah. It's going to go as Professor X, so I don't have to walk.
Do it. You got your hover chair?
Yeah.
Before he got bald.
Yeah. I'll call myself, like he called himself Wheels. I think that's what Wolverine said. When he first, he's like, what do they call you, Wheels? And he looked at him like, what?
No, Wolverine.
When he gets segues, that's what I said.
Yeah. Crimson Ghost said DC's announcements have been great so far, waiting to hear what Marvel has planned. Yeah, I mean, they're not doing Hall H, the big one. So that's what a lot of people said. Oh, they're not doing the con this year, but they still definitely have a presence there. They're doing like the Netflix stuff we were talking about. Cup of Joe is like Joe Quesada's thing that he always does. A lot of like obviously the artists and stuff, but they do a lot of like smaller panels and stuff like that. But even though they're not doing Hall H, there's still going to be some stuff. And that's not to say that even though they're not there, they couldn't release like drop a Captain Marvel trailer, you know what I mean? Just to say like, oh, we're still here, so we'll see what they have. Stay Puff says SDCC is a pipe dream. I'll just stick with MegaCon. That's a good one. And smaller cons that focus on comics and toys. So he knows what's up. That's what you do.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we were going to talk about that. The DC Universe thing that all came out. Right?
Did it?
Yeah. Well, the news about it. So they released the trailer for Titans. We were talking about that. Really dark. They have right now pre-order for $75 for a year. So you get 3 months free based on that deal. When it launches, it'll be $7.99 per month.
So they're trying to do it like Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. You gotta have a lot of
stuff. What we get access to with this? Like, what am I paying for?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like what? And does this give me every DC movie ever made? Does this give me comic books? Does this give me just these new TV shows that they haven't put out yet? Like,
I gotta be honest. If they are doing, I would almost do it if they give you Looney Tunes. Because they don't show Looney Tunes anymore. And Looney Tunes is into it. Yeah, they're owned by Warner Brothers. So, like every single Looney Tune, Merry Melodies, whatever. I mean, that would be cool.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'd be cool with that. I don't see them doing it. I don't see them giving us an add-in of that sort. But
yeah, because they're not giving me anything to really jump on right now. You got to give me more than Titans.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, all right. So Marvel Unlimited is what, like $10 a month, I think.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember right. So if this is only going to be $8 a month, but they're going to give us TV shows, that's crazy.
Yeah. All the shows they announced so far: Swamp Thing, the Harley thing, a few others,
and this Titan show,
and the Titan show, and Young Justice.
All the animation.
Crap.
Yeah, the animated movies.
Man.
Yeah, and Swamp Thing.
Well, I will get it, if nothing else, to watch the 3rd season of Young Justice.
Yeah, I want to see if they are going to do it like staggered, or if they're going to do like Netflix style and just like drop a whole season all at once.
I bet they follow like CBS's model and release it like once a week.
That would make sense. That'll keep people subscribed, because one of my things was like, hey, maybe I should just wait and do $8 and just like take a month off from work and binge everything.
Right.
A month off work to watch TV. Scotty says it's hard to find old school Looney Tunes. I agree, but I think we could all agree on this, especially with the people on the panel. But what about Batman the Animated Series that we all grew up on? If they put that on there, you could just sit back and watch all that stuff.
Yeah. All right. So Jay said though that it's going to have the 6 series that they've announced, access to DC's comic library. That's what I want, and their past DC TV shows.
Okay.
So I mean, if that's what it sounds like, that's a deal for $8 or $75, whichever you want to pay.
Is this the beginning of the end of hardcover comics?
Well, like trades?
I mean, if they start including comics and stuff, then I don't know. I kind of see the LCS is kind of fizzling out throughout the years.
Why? Why would that make a difference? Marvel Unlimited's been going for how long?
Yeah, but Marvel Unlimited, you don't get it. You don't get new issues. You get it like 6 months later.
Yeah, well, yeah, but yeah. I don't think they said the library, not the new stuff.
Okay, but that's how it starts out. It might start out with the library, and we're gonna start giving you new stuff.
I'm sure they'll give you the option to buy something new there, but the new stuff won't come with the subscription. I'm sure it'll just be an older, whether it's 6 months or stuff that's 10 years old and older or whatever. I don't think it's going to be like your $8 a month gives you all the new titles that came out this month.
Right. But yeah, I mean, it is $8 just straight up. I mean, either the year or like one monthly price. It's not like there was, what was it? All Access. They had the $7 one and then the $10 one with no ads. I think.
Right.
Like that. This is just straight up $7.99, or I mean, it's the pre-order price of $75. It's going to go up, once they launch. That's just a pre-order special. At least that's what they're saying. But at least they don't have like $7.99, $9.99, like different. Like, hey, if you want also the comics, you have to pay an extra $5 a month. It's all on that one price. So.
Yeah. So if am I dying? No. So yeah, I mean, just think about it. If I'm gonna really heavily look into it right before they open it up or whatever, I guess, just because you'd save $20 on the first year.
Yeah.
If you go ahead and do the $75.
Yeah. I said it. I think I said it on Discord or somewhere, but I'm like, it's a good price and all. Oh yeah, I did. I was talking to Jay about it. But I want to see more like content, like more like another trailer for another show or something, Like it's a great price, and I always thought it would be the $9.99. We talked about it a couple months ago. We were saying, hey, probably $10 is pretty much like the sweet spot for it. It's less than that. But I want to see what the other shows have to offer, before I like I'll do the $7.99. But if I'm going to commit to a whole year, and $75 is $75, I want to make sure that I'm going to get a year's worth of fun out of it,
Right.
So that's kind of where I'm at.
And they could include every Warner Brothers movie ever made. I mean, you got all the Batmans, you got the Batman Begins, you got the Michael Keaton Batmans.
Well, yeah, Jay. That's what Jay's saying in the comments. All the Superman movies, all the Batman movies, all the live action. Like you'll have the old Wonder Woman, you'll have Batman 66, Batman Beyond,
the Adam West Batman.
I would assume that along those lines we'll have Batman the animated series, which that would almost be worth it by itself.
Yeah.
$8 a month to be able to watch any Batman the animated series at any point, no matter where you are. Yeah, that almost be worth it.
That sells itself.
Right, it really does. It really does. Plus Justice League and Justice League Unlimited. There you go.
Yeah. So okay, maybe they're talking about the exclusives in the chat. Gomez was talking about them. I got this one from the convention I went to last week. They don't have it. They have the regular cover as this, but not the B cover. It's a gold foil art germ.
Nice.
So that's pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah. So I paid that. This is $15. Definitely worth it, considering the eBay prices are like $40, $50.
Jeez.
So
I just discovered that there's a Stormwatch #1 gold from back in the day. Now I have to buy that.
Nice. You gotta get a slab one.
Dude, okay, short quick story. I was at Second and Charles just digging through some books, looking through what random back issues or whatever. And this one guy walks over with one of the sales associate guys and is, asking them about like image books and stuff. And he says, "What about Stormwatch? You got any Stormwatch?" So I immediately perked up. I'm like, hey, what's going on? Did my best friend just walk in? Like, Stormwatch? Oh man, that's cool. So me and this guy sat there and talked about old image books for probably like 30 minutes. And I get like, hooked him on.
You guys exchange phone numbers?
Yeah. No. I told him check out the channel and stuff like that. I mean, hopefully I'll bump into him again. Really cool guy.
Nice.
But, I mean, it's just random craziness. Like that's a just a random title that I like that I've never heard anybody ever ask about before. And he was talking about the exact same thing as I was. It was awesome.
That's
Stormwatch.
awesome.
Wow.
You got to do a Stormwatch special on your channel.
I mean, yeah. I'm working with somebody to finish out that whole run. Once I do, we're just going to talk about it.
Sweet.
50-something issues.
Yeah, right. Oh,
Bad
you know what you also get with DC Universe? I mentioned it at the beginning.
What?
We didn't mention it here. I know you were excited about Stargirl.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? So you're getting one of those shows.
Yeah, they have her covered up here by the barcode, but she's down there.
There you go. Yep, there she is.
Oh, yeah.
There she is.
So yeah, that'll be cool. I mean, she's a cool character.
I don't know much about her, to be honest with you.
No, and my introduction, other than the animated show, my introduction to her was really the New 52 when she showed up in Justice League of America and Justice League United. So
yeah. She was in that Stars and Stripe, I think it was.
Yes, because she was with the robot.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the robot's name, but it was like her dad was in the robot or something. I don't remember.
It's a different time.
Yep, it was. But yeah, no. I mean, that has the potential to be good unless they completely change that character too somehow. I don't know.
She drops an F-bomb on Batman too.
Right?
Or like,
so disrespectful.
Well, I'm just saying.
So
she's always been like a quirky, like. Well, I mean, she's basically like a Dazzler type. As far as she's like a public eye for superhero teams and stuff like that. She's like a pop star,
Yeah.
So that's what they've used her as in the past.
Yeah. NES says hearing all this stuff is in the DC universe pisses me off even more that Canada doesn't get it. So sorry.
NES, you guys get Netflix up there or what? They should get Netflix, right?
Yeah, they get Netflix. Everybody gets Netflix.
It's just a matter of time. They'll come up there.
Yeah, they'll just let it run for a little while. I mean, and then they'll switch it over to everybody, I'm sure.
We're a consuming nation, so they got to try with us first.
Yeah. American.
Well, one thing y'all should tell people is we're going to be at the Dragon Con this year, so if anybody wants to come out.
Yeah.
Say hi, chop it up, have some drinks, beers, whatever.
That's right. We will be there. It'll be a good time.
Yeah, we'll get trash and just Uber our way home.
Yeah, get trashed and go live.
That's right. We're live streaming outside.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
We just sang a whole bunch of karaoke.
Could just be a bunch of mumbling and
Probably a bit too.
Yeah.
No, it's gonna be a lot of fun. So if you're going, come join us.
Yes, we have Netflix and we don't live in igloos.
Well, it's the summer, so they melted.
That's right.
They'll have to rebuild them again in the winter.
Now they're just teepees in the woods.
That's right.
You guys are both looking over there. I think he's talking to his wife, and you were looking over there too. So let's
like split the other way.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, cool. So, Edwin, are you doing freestyle Fridays?
I'm not sure, but I am gonna put up a video soon. I haven't done one in a while, and I got a whole bunch of stuff I want to show off. But Freestyle Fridays, probably not for maybe a couple more weeks.
Okay.
Why, you got plans? You gonna do something on Friday?
No. I was leading into your plugs.
Yeah, no, just the only thing I'm looking forward to at this point is I got a show that my second show I'm gonna be doing maybe 2 or 3 weeks before I go to Atlanta for Dragon Con. And then I'll be looking forward to Dragon Con with you guys, except I'm only going on Thursday and Friday. I think Friday's going to be the biggest day that we have time to hook up. I might try to show up Sunday. I'm not sure. But other than that, man, I have nothing going on. I'll just be looking forward to press some books and just see what everybody else is doing on YouTube.
Sweet. You should bring your press with you. Do like a press and greet. Press and greet.
I don't think they might not let me bring that on the plane.
Yeah. We'll be the press and you be the presser. Yeah. There we go.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. All right, cool. So yeah, when we have more like concrete details and time frames and all that, we'll definitely let you guys know. So that'll be coming up. So we have Saturday, we have our Super Talk. It's a bi-weekly show. We talked about that before.
But we're doing it tomorrow.
Did I say tomorrow?
Yeah, you said tomorrow at 5:30. I was like, man, we're doing it on Friday. All right.
No, Saturday. I for some reason I got Friday on my head. It's Saturday. Saturday. Every Saturday. Today is Thursday, so yeah, okay. I gotta remember that. It's been a long week. So 5:30, we're gonna talk some SHAZAM stuff. And come join us. Open panel, open mic, free flow, freestyle, super talk Saturdays.
Yeah,
it'll be fun.
Join
and
at
then
your own discretion.
and then Sunday is Sunday morning comics.
That's right.
At 10, somewhere between 10 and 11.
That's right. Wake up and talk about comics on Sunday. I mean, come on.
Right.
You can't beat that.
He's like the Comcast guy. I'll be there anytime between 8 and 6 p.m.
That's right.
Yeah.
Dude. Okay.
And they get there at 5:45.
All right. Last week, it just totally didn't even happen, though, because I was at a buddy's like last Saturday night playing Magic, and coming back, they had the interstate, like southbound, northbound coming out of Atlanta is like 6 lanes both ways, right? They had it cut down to 1 lane, and then there were 2 wrecks. I didn't get home till like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Must have been beat.
Yeah, dude, I was so tired. Like, it's at certain points we'd all just like turned our cars off on the interstate because we were.
That's it. I'm walking.
Yes. Oh man, I was like, yes, I was so close to home. It was ridiculous. But so yeah, there was no way I was gonna push it. I was gonna try to do it later that night. It just didn't happen. But yeah, Sunday morning comics. We'll be back this week.
Cool. Very cool. Oh, Saturday morning I'm going to see Teen Titans movies. So we're waiting for that. It comes out next week, but I'm seeing it Saturday. So.
Which one?
Pretty cool. Teen Titans go to the movies.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Never heard of that.
It's the spinoff of Teen Titans Go.
Right. It's a
Cool.
show, but they're doing a movie now. Which sounds pretty funny. They're talking about like, Deadpool and Marvel, and they're gonna be a lot of references that I'm looking forward to laughing about. So should be fun. We'll see. I'll let you know because I'll do a review. That's pretty much it. Unless you guys get something else you want to chat about, that should do it for this special NotAt COMICONversation. So we'll be back next week with episode something like 90-something, 94, 95, somewhere.
94.
94. Okay, we're getting up there. Okay.
So leave us some suggestions in the comments of what you would like to see on the 100th episode.
Yes. Yeah.
Of our comic conversation.
That's right. And no, we are leaving our shirts on.
Wait a minute. How?
At least I am.
Wait. We got to do math because we're how many weeks out from Dragon Con versus how many weeks till 100?
Yeah. Maybe the 100th episode will be.
It's going to be really close.
Con.
It's going to be really close.
We might have to skip a week just to like make it be the 100th episode where we're like all there, That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? You
Chris
said one on 94?
Do
94, 1. See, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. Yep. 100th episode will be Thursday, August the 30th.
Yeah.
First day of Dragon Con.
There we go. Cool timing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So Eddie said you need to give away your Hulk 181.
Your dreams, man. Ain't no way.
Can you just send it to Jesse so he can take a picture with it?
Yeah, I'll send it back. I promise. Bring it with you on the trip just so I can look at it now.
He'll bring a picture.
I don't know. We gotta do something, man. So, give away $100, 100 pesos. I don't know.
Pesos.
Yeah.
100 comic books.
Right?
Right.
Just make people sit through all that.
That would be funny. Yeah, we'll come up with something. No, I mean,
Yeah.
so if that's for sure, if that's the weekend, then yeah, we'll try to do something live together, something that weekend. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, for sure. That'll be fun. So, all right, cool. So we'll pull that to you guys when we have it figured out. So that'll do it for this episode. This has been fun Thursday. I remember it's Thursday. See you guys soon. Have a good night.
Have a good one.
See ya.